How do NHL player contracts work beyond annual salary? Have you ever wondered what goes into an NHL player contract besides just the annual salary? It's a lot more than you might think. Let's break it down. First, player contracts are structured under the National Hockey League's collective bargaining agreement. This agreement sets the rules for salary caps, bonuses, and contract lengths. One key term to know is salary cap hit. This is the average annual value of a player's contract, which counts against the team's salary cap each season. It is calculated by taking the total guaranteed money in the contract and dividing it by the number of years. Now let's talk about base salary and bonuses. Contracts usually include a base salary along with performance bonuses. These bonuses can come in different forms, such as signing bonuses, performance bonuses for achieving goals or points, and roster bonuses. The way these bonuses affect the salary cap can vary, and there are limits set by the collective bargaining agreement. For players entering the league, they often sign an entry-level contract. This type of contract has fixed maximum salary and bonus limits and typically lasts 3 years. The cap hit for these contracts is lower, making them easier for teams to manage. When a player's contract expires, if they are a restricted free agent, their team must extend a qualifying offer to keep negotiating rights. This offer is usually at least 100% of the player's previous base salary if they made $1 million or more. This can lead to contract structures where the final year has a higher salary to boost the qualifying offer. Another interesting aspect is salary deferrals. Teams and players can negotiate to defer part of the salary to future years. This can help teams manage their salary cap hits, but it must comply with the collective bargaining agreement. In case of long-term injuries, a player's salary still counts against the cap. However, if they are placed on long-term injured reserve, the team can get temporary cap relief while the player continues to receive their full salary. If a team decides to buy out a contract or waive a player, the salary cap hit may still partially count against the team's cap for a certain period. This depends on the contract terms and the player's age. Beyond active contracts, the National Hockey League provides a pension plan for players based on the number of games played. To qualify for the maximum pension, a player needs to have played 800 games in the National Hockey League. This pension can provide annual payments after retirement starting at age 45. Contracts can vary in length, with some players signing long-term deals that can last up to 8 years. These long-term contracts can offer stability and potentially lower annual cap hits. Players can also sign extensions before their current contracts expire, sometimes right after trades. For players not on the National Hockey League roster full-time, contracts may include different salary levels for National Hockey League and minor league play. Minor league salaries are typically lower but can exceed entry-level minor league limits under the current collective bargaining agreement. NHL player contracts are complex agreements that include much more than just the annual salary. They involve base salaries, bonuses, salary cap considerations, injury protections, and post-career benefits. Understanding these elements is essential for grasping player compensation in the league.